Hey y'all, it's Corey. It's 4:50 and I'm on fact 30. And so as I had committed to before, I wanted to give a live stream update for anybody who could join for the live stream. This will actually probably be the last live stream that I'll do until wrapping up 5450 on Saturday at 1:50 p.m. or maybe with the last fact when I announce that one at 12:50 p.m. The reason being, the next one, Fact 40, is going to be in the middle of the night, and I don't want to bother anybody with notifications, and I'm not sure how many people would actually be able to join. But I'll still continue to post onto Blue Sky with video updates of each of the facts in case people want to catch up there when they wake up. Things are going great. Feeling a little bit, I guess, a little bit more foggy brained, but that would be expected. But overall, really feeling good and just so energized by the conversations that I've had with people who are walking by, friends and people within the climate community here in Austin who have come by to encourage me. The conversations with people is something that I was really hoping to gain from this experience. To be able to hear the honest questions that they had about the facts and to be able to have conversations about how it applies with like their life and what they're doing. That has been giving me a lot of food for thought. I'm looking forward to kind of processing some of the notes that I've been writing about all of that, and then write up a little bit more about it or rethink about how I communicate with some of the facts about the challenges of the climate crisis and the solutions that we have for it. I thought, before going to Fact 30, I'd also give everybody a little bit of the behind the scenes of some of the things that I haven't really shared in terms of like what I've been doing for the last 30 hours to be able to share the facts and, where I've been kind of spending the time here. I think you've probably seen a little bit of it, but if I turn the camera around here, in the mornings, I've been sitting on that bench. It's shadier there in the mornings, and that's where I had the solar panel set up to charge up the battery charger that we've been using. And I just moved over to this side because we're taking advantage of the evening shade here. It's been a blast asking people to sign my 50 Facts for 50 Hours birthday card, and I've gotten some, great signatures on that, and stories of people. There's a F1 game in town, so we've gotten a lot of people internationally who are coming to visit and everything. Been handing out flyers for Sunday. I'm looking forward to telling people more about this on the Climate Success Substack. Once I wrap up everything with 50 for 50. But that is nationwide on September 21st. It's going to be a great event celebrating, the successes that we've had with sun and wind power, to be able to, rally and kind of share more information about that. Um, I created this notebook as I was preparing for the 50 Facts for 50 Hours, and essentially, I took all of the research that's in the Notion database that's on the site, and I created one pagers for each of it. This has been my cheat sheet that I've gone to be able to, read up a little bit on the facts, make sure that I get some of the metrics and key numbers right as I'm sharing them with other people here live or on the recordings. And then I've got my QR codes that I can, get people to be able to log on. Have had other people kind of rolling through and bringing their own chairs at various times. I'm solo right now as we're kind of in the evening lull between things. And then come 8 9:30 or so, we'll move down to the sidewalk because the grounds of the Capitol will close. One thing that's just been awesome is the Texas Rangers and the staff here at the Capitol building have just been so accommodating and so kind and understanding of what I'm trying to do with just sharing publicly some of the information and and talking with people. I really couldn't be more impressed with the exchanges that I've had with them, and it makes me proud that we've got this public institution and space and the building as a whole that people come and visit. But anyways, moving on to the fact number 30 that I wanted to share for this hour. The number of public EV chargers and charging ports in the United States is now 200,000. That's more than two times what it was just 4 years ago. And it really has made EV charging much more accessible across the entire United States. If you look at the net average across the entire United States, it's 47 miles is like the average across all of that. But then if you look in some of the more denser states, like Massachusetts, for example, I think it's 14 miles is the average distance between the chargers. But more than 60% of Americans live within 2 miles of a public charger to be able to get to it. Add on to that the proliferation of DC fast chargers and the new EV vehicles that have made it so much easier to be able to charge vehicles much faster. And then as vehicles ramp up with their ranges, it really has removed a lot of the range anxiety. And that shows in public approval numbers of EV owners versus conventional car owners. EV owners consistently score higher in terms of what they rank in terms of their satisfaction as a EV car owner. So I share this fact. I think it's an important one to share because there is still a lot of misinformation going around about the challenges of EV charging. And yes, we still have a long way to go. Even while we've doubled the number of chargers in the United States, other regions like in Europe and even in China, they've quadrupled the number of chargers that they have there. And so we need to continue to invest in that infrastructure in order to, build out this, next generation of transportation that is really a better driving experience and, much better for us overall. So that's fact 30, and that's a little bit of a behind the scenes of what I've been doing here for the last 30 hours. As I said, I won't do a live stream with Fact 40, but you'll continue to be able to follow some of the quick updates that I give on the facts as I'm sharing them on Blue Sky. Thanks all for joining, and I'll see you soon.